This isn't simply a logo reveal. Ladies and gentlemen, the world of trainers is experiencing a financial upheaval. Nike debuted Caitlin Clark's trademark logo on August 25, 2025, and the entire sports apparel market was completely upended in a matter of minutes, literally minutes. He better plaster Caitlin Clark's logo across America, and across the world they nailed it on the design, stick the landing on the rollout and the merchandise. You will be astounded by the figures we are going to present to you. These days, it's more than simply basketball. Nike executives are celebrating a cultural phenomenon as their rivals are frantically trying to catch up. Imagine this. Two C's that interlock. Easy, huh? Incorrect. In the history of sports marketing, those two C's have emerged as the most valuable letters. Nike did more than just design a logo. They developed a machine that prints money. Here's the worst part. A third tiny C, which Nike claims symbolizes how Clark's game was constructed from the inside out, is concealed within those larger CS. Cash registers all across America are singing because it's poetry in design. I'll give you some numbers now that will make your head spin. Do you recall the Kobe 5 Pro and Clark's Indiana Fever colors that Nike released back in July? In a matter of minutes, they were sold out. Not minutes, not days, not hours. $190 is the retail price. But you know what came next? These sneakers immediately began to sell for more than $350, with some pairs reaching $642. That represents a markup of 237%. I'm not kidding when I say that one eBay seller sold a pair for more than $600. That exceeds the retail price by more than 3 times. Well, the new Caitlin Clark Nike's signature logo has been released along with a video unveiling said logo. But hold on, things become more bizarre. The Sports Business Journal reports that overall WNBA clothing sales through Fanatics have increased by 500% from the previous year. 500%. And player-specific clothing, which is a 1000% increase. For those in the rear, let me reiterate that 1000%. Not only is Clark's jersey the best-selling WNBA jersey, it has evolved into a cultural declaration. From being just another team, the Indiana Fever now have the most fashionable goods in all of professional sports. Venues had to relocate games to larger arenas in order to accommodate the crowds, as every single Fever game on StubHub became the most sought-after ticket. This is where things start to get very crazy. Make a note of that historical date. The first official Caitlin Clark logo t-shirt is released by Nike. Yellow and navy. Straightforward design. $35 to $40 is the price range. It seems reasonable, doesn't it? This is what I think will happen. And take a screenshot of this. Compare it to Taylor Swift concert tickets. These shirts will sell out more quickly. At the Fever's game against Seattle at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, each fan received a unique Caitlin Was Here t-shirt featuring her new logo. These days, they are more than just t-shirts. They can be collected. They are financial commitments. These game day exclusives are already being attempted to be purchased online for hundreds of dollars. Let's now discuss the implications for Nike's financial performance. People, Nike stock has been having trouble. Trading at about $78 in August 2025, a decrease from its peak value of $168 in 2021. The CEO was fired. Analysts were concerned. However, all of the experts are saying the same thing, which is a big but. Nike might be saved by Caitlin Clark. It was perfectly expressed by Dave Portoy of Barstool Sports. He stated that as long as Caitlin is associated with the company, he has faith in Nike shares. Just put the Caitlin Clark shoe in the box. Fans are literally posting on Nike's social media pages. Nike isn't all that difficult. The demand is at an all-time high. Let's take a moment to go back. In 2024, Clark signed a $28 million 8-year contract with Nike. It was reportedly the highest-paying endorsement deal for a female basketball player in history at the time. When the bidding began at $3 million annually, Puma withdrew. Arour made a 4-year offer of $16 million. Adidas made a $6 million offer, but Nike made a bold move. And it really paid off. Right now, that $28 million seems like the best deal of the century. To put this in context, Michael Jordan signed his first Nike contract in 1984 for $2.5 million spread over 5 years. That is currently equivalent to almost $7.5 million after accounting for inflation. Clark's contract is almost 4 times that sum, and she's already demonstrating her value. The competition is in a panic when Nike counts their money. In September 2025, Angel Reese's Angel Reese 1 will be released after she signed with Reebok. In May, Asia Wilson's Nike A1 trainers sold out in less than 5 minutes. The problem is that Sabrina Ionescu has her own lines. Unlike Clark, none of them are selling goods. Clark's appeal extends beyond his exceptional basketball skills. Despite being the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, she is the NCAA's all-time top scorer. It has to do with cultural influence. She has been named the 2024 Athlete of the Year by Time magazine. She is not just about athletics. The response on social media has been outrageous. The hashtag Caitlin Clark logo became popular all around the world just hours after it was revealed. The emblem is already being inked on the bodies of fans. Custom designs are being made by artists. In the first day alone, millions of people watched the logo unveiling video on Nike's social media platforms. Here's the humorous part though. The design is not to everyone's taste. It was deemed overly basic and unimpressive by several enthusiasts. What do you know? When the Nike swoosh initially appeared, many said precisely that. People's simple sells. There will be those interlocking CS everywhere. This is the shocking part that has everyone on the edge of their chairs. The release of Clark's signature shoe is not scheduled until 2026. Yes, the major event is still more than a year away. It will be the largest women's signature shoe launch in history, according to industry sources. Some claim that Nike is purposefully generating scarcity, boosting the hype and making consumers need these goods. It's brilliant marketing. It goes beyond commerce too. Clark has a startling effect on viewerships. On June 14, 2025, her comeback from injury drew 2.2 million people, making it ABC's third most watched WNBA game ever. The game's highest viewership of 2.8 million was 76% higher than the average for the previous season. Last season, the WNBA achieved its greatest attendance in 22 years and its most watched regular season in 24 years. And in 2025, Clark's ailments caused him to miss a lot of time. Just think of what will happen if she is completely well. This is truly about money, so let's talk about it. The upcoming quarterly earnings reports from Nike will be significantly different. According to analysts, Clark merchandise alone may boost Nike's earnings by hundreds of millions. According to some Wall Street analysts, Clark may be worth more than $1 billion to Nike during her contract. Recall that Nike sales have dropped by 11% in North America and 21% in China. However, Clark is glorious. Her appeal spans populations that Nike has been making a valiant effort to connect with. Gen Z, young ladies, and casual sports enthusiasts who have never watched basketball. This goes beyond a single athlete or business. This relates to a profound change in sports marketing. For many years, it was believed that women's sports couldn't increase revenue, attract viewership, or sell merchandise. That story was completely destroyed by Caitlin Clark. She has demonstrated that women's sports can be just as profitable, if not more so, than men's sports with the correct athlete, marketing, and timing. People, this is a turning point. This is the real-time writing of history. October 1st, 2025. One more date to mark on your calendar. The entire Caitlin Clark brand clothing line will launch at that time. We're talking about sweatshirts, shorts, pants, and what Nike refers to as adult premium products. Translation: prepare to see Caitlin Clark clothing everywhere. Fashion experts are already hailing it from boardrooms to basketball courts, from coffee shops to college campuses. The next status sign is going to be the CC logo. Sportswear is no longer the only thing. It's a lifestyle brand. In essence, Nike produced the best basketball apparel. A perfect storm of circumstances is what we are seeing. You have an incredible performer that shatters records with ease. Women's basketball is a sport that has been waiting for its big break. Everything is being amplified to previously unheard of proportions by social media. Additionally, Nike is betting heavily on their newest superstar because they are desperate to win. It's similar to watching Serena Williams in 1999, Tiger Woods in 1996, or Michael Jordan in 1984. In real time, we are witnessing the creation of a commercial and athletic icons. Imagine being under Arrow or Adidas at the same moment. You had the opportunity to sign Clark. $16 million was promised by Under Armour. They believed they were giving. As they observed from the sidelines, Nike is turning Clark into a money-making machine. It's likely that the CEOs who rejected Clark are currently upgrading their resume. Business schools will teach this as one of the greatest lost opportunities in the history of sports marketing. The worldwide market is another topic that isn't discussed sufficiently. The United States is not the only country that finds Clark appealing. Orders for her products are flowing in from all over the world, including Europe, Asia, and Australia. A global sensation is being created by the combination of Clark's universal appeal and Nike's global reach. Clark stuff is selling out quickly in China, where Nike has been experiencing a 21% drop in sales. She's growing beyond basketball. She is emerging as a worldwide brand representative for a whole generation. The secondary market for Clark products has gone completely crazy. Clark products are being handled like cryptocurrency by expert resellers. Purchase low, sell high, and the high continues to rise. On Clark products, some resellers are claiming profits of 200 to 300%. There are Reddit threads and Discord groups devoted solely to tracking Clark goods drops. Bots are being used by people in an attempt to secure goods. It has developed into a whole ecosystem centered around the brand of a single player. Do you recall when I said that Nike stock was having trouble, dropping from $168 to about $78? According to observers, Clark might be the driving force for a significant turnaround. According to some forecasts, Nike will reach 115 by the end of 2025. That is resurrection, not merely healing. Nike's market capitalization might increase by billions with only one signature athlete. I'm not sure what will blow your head if that doesn't. Look, the phenomenon of sports marketing is nothing new. Jordan has been cited. Tiger has been seen by us. We've seen Serena. However, what Caitlin Clark is accomplishing at this precise moment is unprecedented. She does more than just sell glasses and shoes. She is marketing a movement. She is demonstrating that women's sports are a treasure trove just waiting to be discovered. Nike took a $28 million risk, and it's paying off like a slot machine that keeps payouting money after hitting the jackpot. Every item sells out in a matter of minutes. Every game sets new records for viewership. Every post on social media becomes viral. This goes beyond simple success. Domination is what this is. The most absurd thing is that we are only getting started. The iconic sneaker won't even be released until 2026. Can you imagine where this could go? The sky is no longer the limit. We're traveling to other planets.